What's up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I am back again with another video. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Rivah. It's very nice to meet you. Before we get into this video, make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up. And as I always say, make sure you guys leave your comments in the comment section down below. It doesn't matter how you feel about this video. We all want to talk about it. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow my Instagram. It's at RIVAH_JORDON. And by popular demand, I am back with another Shahrazad Ali video. And this video is titled 7 Attributes of a Good Black Woman. If you don't know Shahrazad Ali, she is obviously a woman with tons and tons of knowledge. I'm just getting to know her myself. With my last video, that's the first time I ever heard her speak, but she's obviously pro-black families and stuff like that. So it doesn't mean that this video is only for a black woman. This obviously can go across the board, but I just wanted to say that so that because from my opinion, I feel like this is going to be something that can go, to everyone. But let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm super excited on what she is going to say.
That we are not as different as we like to think that we are. So what I'm going to go over real brief right now is what the attributes are of the good black woman. Since she's not on television, we may not recognize her. Okay. Now, the good black woman has 7 attributes, and then I'm going to explain to you how to utilize those in your day-to-day life. The good black woman has self-discipline, courteousness, cheerfulness, self-respect, intelligence, cleanliness, and love. Now, we've heard that terminology. It's like one of those where they tell you pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. What do that mean? How can I make that functional in my day-to-day life to benefit me as a practice? It sounds like all theory. Where's the practicum? What do I do? The good black woman has self-discipline. That's self-control. Let me make that real for you, sisters. We can start with our mouth. The good black woman can control her mouth.
Facts.
She don't have to say everything that comes up. It's okay if he get the last word sometime. She don't cuss in public.
Right.
And she works on not cussing in private. She don't tear a man down with her mouth because they can't out-argue us. Can't nobody out-argue us.
True. That's valid.
I have charged that we nag our men too much. We keep our men's head tied up so much with our petty grievances about our personal relationship that he don't have time to think and plan for our future. Because he got to deal with what's going to happen with us every day. It's real odd. When the black man come home, he almost have to do a wind test or stick his toe in the door. He don't know what's waiting. He don't know who in there today. He know it's a possibility that there's some kind of new monster that he didn't even know about yesterday. So, we need to not make it like that. We need to not be so vicious with our mouth.
Yeah.
Men are not petty like that. They're not going to out-argue us. And it has been proven that verbal abuse is just as harmful as physical abuse.
Yeah.
So let's not use our mouth to do that to him.
That's powerful. And this is why, like I said, I've seen that one video of her that I reacted to on my channel. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But I love the way that she speaks, and I love that she knows how to make light of a situation, but she brings a lot of meaning. Okay, about this point with our mouth, right? That's a fact, right? But I think that a big issue is that, she's talking about black women, so that's exactly what I'm going to keep it on. But I just feel that if you grow in a home where you are a witness to verbal abuse, you are a witness to your mom telling you, like, you'll never be anything, you'll never grow up, I think that that's a hard chain to break when you are stepping into a relationship, because you kind of just are practicing whatever you saw. However, that doesn't excuse the behavior, right? So you have to, realize that it's a problem, recognize it's a problem, try to get therapy, try to get help, try to do something, try to change that behavior, because as Kevin Samuels has always said, the world does not owe us understanding, right? These new men that you meet and you're trying to get into a relationship don't need to understand that the reason why you act like that is because your mama did this to you, and that's why you call him the B word in the argument, right? Because the number one thing with men is respect. Two, how she said is factual. Like, men are not going to sit down and argue with us. They're not going to toe to toe with us. That's when you'll see them all of a sudden start cheating. They start going behind your back. They'll start finding solace somewhere else because they don't find that in you anymore. They get turned off. They just don't even want to see you anymore. They just see you and see stress. Like she said, they come home and they're like, I don't know what's going to happen. Is she going to be happy? Is she going to be sad? Is she going to be angry? Is she going to scream at me? Did I do something wrong even though I was gone all day? So, valid.
The good black woman is courteous. Mm-hmm. She says, thank you, baby. I appreciate you doing that. Mm-hmm. I appreciate every effort you make. Try harder. I'm going to work with you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I know you did your best. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, that's a whole new language.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But just to say that during the course of the day, every day, with the man that you're trying to be with or want to be with, will make our life easier. Yeah. We can't get it if we don't give it. We keep wanting them to give us and do something for us that we refuse to do and give to them.
Yeah.
It don't work like that.
Sure don't.
The good.
I think also that's a good point as well, because a lot of times I hear women and I see women on social media and they be like, he's supposed to do that. He just doing what he's supposed to do. She just doing whatever she's supposed to do. And when they're talking about like their peers, like when black women are talking about their peers, or they're talking about their man or their kids, like you definitely have to give that gratitude and praise when it's due. Just because, like, yeah, like you're obviously your spouse is gonna want to feel admired. He's gonna want to feel admiration. He's gonna want to feel like he's valued. Whatever he's doing for you, because as women we're super emotional and we want to feel that as well. So I agree with that as well. What you give is what you get.
Woman has self-respect. She don't have to go out naked just to get the attention of a man. I have sisters all over the country, and they come up to me after the lectures, and they'll be talking to me, and they'll say, well, all he think about is sex. All he think about is my body. I say, why don't you show him something else? And then here's the really good one. They'll come up and they'll have a weave. They have on false eyelashes, another whole face, false fingernails, and all of that. And then they'll say, but I'm looking for a real man. It's real me. I say, why? What do you want a real man for?
I don't know what she said to that man, but he was not happy about it.
The good black woman.
But yes, yeah. I mean, I think I'm gonna take a poll, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of men have said, that they prefer their women to be natural. Like I said, like there's those memes on Instagram where they'd be like, oh, the first thing I'm gonna do is take her swimming, because of like how how strong that makeup influence is right now. So yeah, agreed again.
And pull her dress down without thinking that it devalues her. She doesn't have to use her body because she has so many other good attributes about herself to get the attention of a man.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We can take the sisters. The sisters are in a position to take all of the charge and sexual energy out of the black community by just dressing differently.
True.
We have the power and control over that. That don't stop you from being beautiful.
It's true.
That don't stop you from getting a man. Mm-mm. And it certainly puts things on the right perspective so some other judgments can be made other than physical. It don't take no knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to have a sexual reaction. That's the most base.
True. Mm-hmm.
We spend less time doing that than anything else we do. Mm-hmm. Doing that than anything else we do. Mm-hmm. So, that doesn't always have to be the forefront issue. We know we are capable of that.
Right.
The good black woman has intelligence,
mm-hmm.
meaning that she knows how to behave properly in the streets. She's not in the wrong place. Some of our women don't know what else to do other than go to the bar. They need some activities.
It's true.
Some of our women thinking that staying home on the weekend is some kind of sin. Some of our women think that if they don't have a new outfit to wear every day, that they go self-destruct. We have a lot of just that kind of nonsense going.
And this was made, this video was made, I think, in like the late 80s, early 90s, and that still rings true today, especially with this Instagram society. Like, you take a picture on one thing and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't ever wear that again because, like, people saw me. And it's like, yeah, but that's your clothes.
Every time we buy new outfits and clothes or whatever, all we're doing is sending money out of our community. We don't own no clothing stores. If the white man closed the shoe factory, we'd all be here barefooted tonight. We don't own no shoe factories. Very base things that we don't own, that we put our money into and demand we have to have them. A lot of times our men look at us and know that he ain't never going to be able to make enough money to give us all of the things we say we want. And don't no man want to be with no woman who he constantly got to deny her the things that she says she wants.
True.
That represents failure to him, to have to always, not be able to provide us with what we ask for.
Right.
One of the ways we can do that is to start being satisfied with less.
And I think that the women, the first attributes that she named, women who are all of those things are very self-sufficient as well. They know how to take care of their own hair and groom their hair and groom their nails and, can kind of maneuver in any situation, do without. When they have money, they know how to, properly advise their finances and stuff like that. Or if they don't and their spouse does, they let him, take care of that. So I think those things I think all of these attributes, I have a feeling, are just going to go hand in hand.
The good black woman is clean. And that's a hard one.
Wow.
The good black woman try to keep the house clean.
Yeah.
Good black woman is clean by her own body.
Right.
A lot of those things we kind of take for granted, but all of our people don't know about that.
It's true.
There are people who are angry with me because I even described the fact that some of us as sisters don't have the proper personal hygiene, as if that don't exist. We have too much falsehood and pretense going about our condition. Everybody that's dressed up ain't clean.
Okay.
That's just the truth. We have to look at our condition in the light of truth. Stop reacting emotionally and pretending that just because we don't want to do. One of the most difficult things that I deal with out here is trying to teach our people the difference between an actual fact and an opinion. Our people think that they can accept or reject truth based on how they feel about it. Your feelings don't change the truth.
Hello.
The truth is just don't be there. You can feel any kind of way you want to feel about it.
It's true.
Those kind of emotions have kept us from growing. Because anything we don't like, we just reject that and say, well, I don't believe that. That don't mean that it's not the truth. It just makes you a disbeliever.
She's so funny. She's a comedian. But that's true. And that's what leads to the delusion that we hear a lot of, women talk about, that kind of Disney movie fairy tale of how everybody's supposed to treat them, when in actuality, they're hard to be around. They're hard to communicate with. They're not the nicest person either. So
The good black woman practices non-possessive loving. Now, y'all know that's a hard one.
Hold up, Shahrazad. Hold up, Miss Ali. She's going there. Oh my gosh, I love this woman. I love this woman so much. She is going there, and I feel like, is this my mind? Like, is this my mindset? Does she just know my brain, or what? Because this is epic.
Now, envy is wanting what someone else has.
Right.
And jealousy, of course, is just selfishness.
Right.
Non-possessive loving is not an easy one for us to practice.
Non-possessive loving.
And, of course, I have a lot of sisters and some brothers who are in disagreement with me saying that. But the actual fact is that our men are outnumbered about 5-1. And nature is going to require that the men take responsibility for more than one woman and her children. Most of our men have children by more than one woman anyway.
Hello.
So I don't know why that was such a surprise, allegedly, when I said that. The black man has not been waiting on me to tell him he could have more than one woman.
True. And women have accepted it, and a woman, even if you get with a man that has children, he's already obviously had a woman before you. So I'm in agreement with the rest of y'all. I don't
think he should do that, but I feel like you did.
Come on.
There are some things perhaps about the nature of our man that we have been given some definitions about that are not true.
It's true.
There are some things he can do that we call him a dog. We do not have the same capabilities as a man. I am not talking about fornication and adultery. That's something else. I'm talking about actual responsibility.
Right.
Of fatherhood and husbandhood of another family. That's quite different from fornication and adultery.
Right.
We don't have the same capabilities of them. That's right. A man can have 2 homes, 2 sets of in-laws. He can eat dinner at 2 houses, 2 sets of children, 2 garages, 2 separate sets of friends attached to that woman. He can have all of that. We can't do that.
No.
We can't cook dinner at 2 houses.
Okay. No.
We can't sleep with one man 4 nights a week and another one 3.
Okay,
Ain't no man gonna agree with that.
No.
We can't have one set of children we leave in one place and go and stay in another place and take care of another set. Right. It doesn't work for us.
Yes.
Now that does not mean that we can't have sex with more than one man. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just taking responsibility for your children. Now certainly every man can't take financial responsibility for all of his children. He can do something. But a man who is spending time with a child is going to do something for it.
Right.
Because then they'll find out what we have since we've been taking care of them by ourselves. You don't like to always say, no, I can't do it. No, I ain't got it. So that the children will make you get it up.
Right.
You spend some time with it. You know, that's an important thing.
She's amazing. She's amazing. She's amazing. What can I say? I mean, there's so many. I love that she said that, you know, people have labeled our men and we've kind of just gone with it. They'll label our men dog and all these kind of things. And in actuality, it's like, okay, it's prominent in our community of men to have a child or children with more than one woman, right? Let's use Nick Cannon for an example, right? He has children with more than one woman, right? These women kind of know what he's about before they get into a relationship with him, before they're intimate with him. They are self-aware. People were so upset about that whole situation, and they love to attack the woman and call her all these names and stuff like that. Or maybe she's just mentally evolved to a state that she should be. Everything's not for everybody, but maybe her mental state is evolved to a state that it should be. Because women allow so much. They okay, you know that he's dealing with her over there. Sometimes you just act like you don't know, right? Because it feels good, or it doesn't feel good to you that this is happening. Well, as she said, that jealousy is not even a good trait to have anyway. Loving somebody and being in a relationship with them and admiring them, you have to know exactly who that person is. You have to know who you're in a relationship with. If you know how your spouse is or how he was before he got with you, it doesn't mean that you have to expect a full 360, a full 180, that he's going to be somebody different because he's with you. No, because a lot of men, I feel like, say up front exactly who they are. But women, because they grow with love and attachment and all these things, that, oh no, he's not going to do that with me, or he's going to change, or he's going to be different. He never told you that. He never told you that. He never said that. And I genuinely feel that non-possessive love is an important factor overall. I feel like it's you can love someone, you can love someone, you can admire them, but you have to know who they really are, so that you're not living in a delusional mind state.
The effectiveness of the principles that I just described, their usefulness has not diminished just because modern opinion has changed about them.
Come on.
There is not a black man in this room who does not still enjoy it if his woman bake him a cake.
Right.
Well, our young daughters are being raised and taught that that's old style and that's out of fashion. Mm-hmm. We are not making those rules. Somebody else is, and they're imposing them on us and making us think that we have to qualify under them.
Say that.
I tell the brothers, just like I tell the sisters, if you have a woman that you've been working with for months or years, and you can't get that woman to get in agreement with your program, then get rid of her and get another one.
A lot of women
And
are
I
gonna
tell
like
the
that.
sisters the same thing. If you with a man you can't agree with, don't make his life miserable. Get with a man you can agree with.
Simple. Simple, right?
But we spend too much time living in hell with each other.
Just for the sake of being together.
Too much time tearing each other down, trying to make the other person do different or function different. If you want somebody to change, first change yourself.
Mm-hmm.
We set the example. We are the teacher. We are the mother.
Yeah.
We set the example.
Oh my gosh, I love this woman. I absolutely love this woman so much. I love her mind. I love her poise. I love her grace. I love the way that she speaks. I love the way she thinks. What's that song? The NDRE song? I love this woman so much. And I feel like she's so essential, especially in this time, because if she's saying this in the late 80s, early 90s, and we're all the way now in 2021, that shows how far off we're even more off track. And these conversations need to be had. And I love that she loves the black man. I love that she admires the black man and she respects and esteems the black man as she should, as do I. So this video actually, I love her so much, but also it means a lot to me that she's saying these things, and that you guys can hear it, and that these videos are out here so that I can be able to repost them. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, comment down below. Let me know if you want more of her videos. I will try to find some more. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you guys comment however you feel about this video down below. And again, if you're not following me on Instagram, my Instagram is at RIVAH_JORDON. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.